They gave their lives defending the base from unspeakable horrors of the void. It's only fair that we do everything in our power to pay them back. But Dr. Sully won't be taking on the anomaly alone. Joining him in this journey is the high mate Stella Roid, out to avenge the death of her husband. And on the subject of that, also out to avenge the death of her husband, is her husband, the terrifying mindless ghoul of Connie Roleman. But my friends, we are not just here to deal with the anomalies, to investigate the unknown and fight off the terrors of the night. Secure, contain, protect. Why don't you secure, contain, protect these nuts, huh? We're doing this in goddamn style. I am going to build a new Mount Bro Olympus. We will show these depraved horrors the heights of humanity, the finest of artworks, the most beautiful of polished marble floors. You can keep your underground fortified militaristic bomb shelter. I am putting those horrors in a temple. Obviously, I'm going to keep them locked up, though. That'd be a tremendous health and safety violation otherwise. And it begins, as every terrifying space adventure with the undead begins, with a terrifying monolith. Destroy that and it is over! You remember Dark Crusade, I'm sure. Dr. Sully remembers Dark Crusade. This is gonna be my research series, where I'm gonna jump in effectively knowing nothing about Anomaly, not having read anything, experienced anything, not having played it before. This is for those of you out there who can't buy Anomaly, who know nothing about Anomaly, who are maybe on the fence about whether or not it is for you. There's gonna be 100 series about, you know, the tips and tricks and the top 10 things and the how to beat Anomaly. This is not that. This is diving in, totally unknown, and just playing along and seeing what the game throws at me. Maybe this series will last 3 episodes, maybe it'll last 30. I have no idea. It's about seeing and experiencing everything the DLC has to offer. So, our 3 main characters, then we have Dr. Sully, a big, strong man with a big, strong brain dedicated to uncovering the secrets of these monsters and how to punch them more effectively. His friend, the high mate Stella Roleman, previously Stella Roid, of course. She has very, very high social, very good at bringing new people into the colony, a little bit of intellectual too, because she is fascinated with the void, a new trait there. Strangely intrigued by natural entities and easily enthralled by them. And then we have Connie Roleman, the ghoul. What is a ghoul? Oh, that's a great question. What is a ghoul? This person has been implanted with an archotech shard, twisting it into a jittering murder machine. Its body is an amalgamation of flesh and metal, while its mind cycles between half-conscious stupor and murderous intent. They cannot work, they only fight. Ghouls must eat raw meat, and if they go hungry, they can turn hostile. Much like myself, many find ghouls' constant twitching to be disturbing, even when they aren't killing someone. Wow. He also has something called unnatural regeneration. Allows him to regenerate very, very quickly, 100 HP per day, my god. And this is the part where you probably notice, wow, you've got a lot of mods enabled. And I mean, yeah, I kind of do. I've got 87 mods. However, those mods are retextures, they are UI changes, they are your basic quality of life stuff, your allow tools, your camera pluses, your replace stuff. There are no additional content mods in this mod pack at all. What you see is what you get, with one exception, that of course being the quarry mod, so that we can actually go through Anomaly at a pretty decent pace, I think. Everything else, all of these items that I don't know what they are all from the DLC. The ornate doors, the security doors, even the wall lights are all base game. Base game, of course, I mean, Rimworld, and of course, Anomaly. If you're curious about where things come from, there it is, right there. It'll say Anomaly. And yeah, I am curious about what all these things are and where they come from. Proximity detector, a scanner capable of detecting invisible creatures. Oh, you son of a bitch. The device raises an alarm when it detects the presence of a psychically invisible biosignature. Okay, so you're telling me we should probably install that pretty soon. Uses 75 watts, that's worth mentioning. We've got a shard, a scavenged fragment of dark arco technology, originally created by a hyper-intelligent arco mind. The shard is packed with technology beyond human comprehension. Okay, and you use that to make, a whole bunch of stuff. There's body parts in there too. Look at that. Revenant vertebra, shard insanity, lance, shot lance, dead life packs. I've no idea what any of these things are, but that's of course what we're here to find out. We've got books. Books have been added to the game. I think that's some books are base game now, right? Yeah, this one is apparently. But provides information about livestock. So by reading this book, you get 250 animals XP per hour, which I love. I love that they finally added some sort of gain, some sort of skill gain to the base game, so you don't need simple learning and stuff like that. Mental break chance 4.5% an hour, but you also provoke the void. Interesting. Okay, we'll find out more on that as we go. Twisted meat? Ugh. Twisted muscle and gristle, bloated with tumorous growths. Shreds of flesh must have come from a horrific creature, and you can use that to make a whole bunch of other stuff too. Another, source species, bold freak, tough spike, tri-spike. I don't want to ruin too much for myself there. Interesting. Human flesh, you've got your medicine, your turret packs. Oh, shit. Something nabbed from, was it vanilla expanded accessories there? And I assume that's just a turret pack. Now, here's a question. Does it let you get around being incapable of violent? If so, we'll give that to our high mate. High mates, of course, come from biotech, despite people not realizing that. Does that work? Maybe it does. No, it absolutely doesn't. God damn you. 1-0, Tynan. Holding platform. A platform for holding things. Oh, what a shocker. The corners have eyelets where strong chains can be attached. Oh, I've seen screenshots of this. Downed entities can be captured and secured on a holding platform where they can be studied for anomaly knowledge. Increase containment strength by building strong walls and doors and other special containment devices, including electric inhibitors, shard inhibitors, and all of those other things there. Did that say bioferrite harvester? Whoa. Because there is... That's what this stuff is, right? Yeah, bioferrite, some sort of new material. Exotic metal-like fibrous substance with both organic and metallic properties. It looks as if it's a stuffable material, as in you can make weapons and that type of thing out of it. Sharp damage multipliers, melee cooldown, interesting. And you extract that from things that you capture, seems to be the implication. You can make a lot of body parts from that. Look at that, ghoul plates and ghoul barbs. I presume you can only put those on ghouls. That would make a lot of sense. Proximity detectors are built out of that. Atmospheric heaters. What, like weather controllers? Oh, shit. The device burns bioferrite to agitate gas molecules in the atmosphere, raising the local outdoor temperature. That is awesome. Wow, there is so much to see, isn't there? My God. Where do we begin? I think we'll just begin where we always begin in Rimworld, and we will build ourselves a lovely shed in a field. And again, as a reminder, I'm playing with a lot of quality of life stuff like complex jobs and camera plus and stuff like that, so don't assume everything you see is added by Anomaly. There is no reason personally for me to suggest not playing with those. I'm never ever gonna turn them off, so it makes no difference to me what is base game and what isn't ultimately. Handle, train, butcher, cook, this is all fine. Actually, we've got a nice skill set covered by these two. What is Dark Study? Interact with anomalous entities. Okay, let's put a pin in that for now. And then sadly, Connie the Ghoul can't do anything. No work schedule, no priorities, no anything. So you're just gonna stand there menacingly, I assume? I'm already seeing a lot of mod influences. I think everybody's gonna notice it immediately, aren't they? The similarity to the kind of Cults of Cthulhu, where you would go and examine the tree. In this case, you're examining the fallen monolith to begin your dark research. Spooky invisible creatures of the night, obviously very cosmic horrors, obviously very SCP inspired as well, I think it's fair to say. I think a lot of the, from what I've seen in the screenshots, the flesh beasts and stuff like that seems quite inspired by Alpha Animals, Vanilla Expanded, the genetics mod, that is. Question I really want to answer for myself is how much of this stuff goes into a whole gamut of mod packs. Along with the royalty DLC, in my opinion, was that it was far too narrow a scope, right? It was just royalty. And if you didn't want that, and if you weren't interested in the sidecast, there wasn't a lot that went into anything else. Ideology, though, fantastic. And actually, of course, speaking of ideology, we have saved the bros as our ideology here with the Ritualist meme, which is a brand new one that I've chosen. I've also gone for a fluid ideology. The reason for that is there are two new memes added. There is Ritualist, and I believe the other was called Inhuman. Seems a little extreme to kick things off, but of course we want to study all of these freaky things here. So that makes Psychic Rituals exalted and Void Study very efficient. The trade-off, though, is research itself is a lot slower. Psychic Rituals. What are those, then? Involved in Psychic Ritual plus 10. Psychic Ritual quality offset up by 10%. Fair enough. And then we've got the Void Study there, too. The Void is the ultimate truth. Study efficiency up by 150%, or up by 50%, of course. I was looking to see if we start with any new furniture or anything. We've got the ornate doors, the security doors. The ornate doors are 50 gold, otherwise I would happily build one. Production all the same. Obviously, bearing in mind the quarry is, again, that modded... Oh. Oh, dear. Dr. Sully pursued Stella by telling a story about pemmican. She responded well and is now Dr. Sully's lover. Hey, Stella, much like pemmican, I too love pounding meat. Absolutely vile. Well, hey, you might as well cancel those double beds then. Shit, when you can knock this wall through as well. Congratulations, you got yourself a kitchen. You're trying to be wholesome, build double beds. She still shows up as Ronnie's... Oh, dear. Sorry, as Connie Roleman's wife? Huh. How terribly confusing. That doesn't have, like, any gameplay effects. No. You just don't care. You're just a ghoul. You're just an unthinking ghoul, at least maybe until we can find a way to cure you. I don't even know if there is a way to cure them. Maybe at this point the better question is, do we want to cure them? You might not be too happy about this situation. Wall lamps are obviously brand new. They automatically snap to walls. Oh, shit, that's good. That's not me rotating that. That's just automatically finding where it needs to go. Well, that's good. We're a big fan of that one, thank you. There is also lamps as well. The other thing I noticed, look at this. Hidden conduits. More expensive, you're joking. Oh, really? But power conduits have a beauty -2, so I suppose that does make sense. You do get a technically a slight benefit for doing that. Misc has all the same stuff. Floors have all the same stuff. Recreation has all the same stuff. Bear in mind, we've only got the basic starting research, right? Fair enough then. There's a cool new feature. Mind Vein. No more selecting the whole bloody thing piece by piece. Mods have had the feature for a while, right? But the more stuff added to the base game, the less mods we need. It also very slowly reveals, you see that? The adjacent ore rather than showing the entire thing immediately. Okay, hello. A wave of dread passes over your colonists. The fallen monolith has begun to stir. Slowly, it begins to twist and rearrange itself, morphing into something new. Within a matter of days, the process will be complete. Be prepared for whatever comes next. Sorry? Oh yeah, look at that. It's doing something. Those appear to be cracks in the floor forming. Oh dear. You good? We're doing this to avenge our fallen comrades. It would be wrong of me to accept anything else. Our colony will be called Mount Olympus, and this particular settlement will be called the Broasis, because this is where they found safety away from all the spooky creatures. Ghoul starving. Now, my first thought about the ghouls is that surely they make for incredibly good hunters. Only for combat, but when they heal so exceptionally quickly, I mean, look at the bloody speed they heal. Let's do a bit more science here. This is the research series, after all. Right, we're going to let that malnutrition fade away entirely. There you go, good as new. And then you're going to go and kick that doe to death, or that buck to death. Okay, and then to go from 76% health to full health will take you a grand total of... Holy crap, that's fast. But bear in mind, back to full health took him 4 hours. Obviously, he's not going to eat all of that meat, so that's just 3 meals for Dr. Sully and Stella. That is nuts. You got to min-max it, sure, but that doesn't really matter too much, I'd say. Ooh, hello. The first raid. It's one person. Do I want you? Your name is Human. You seem like you could be quite good against horrible monsters. Bloodlust, underground, a chemical interest, too. Here he comes. Get ready, squad. Connie, get out here. Connie, you're supposed to be my fighter, my guy. Obviously, you let the ghoul do all of the heavy lifting. So putting my people that can take permanent injuries on the front line when we got this terrifying thing. I'm also going to assume you can't equip a weapon. It seems like that would be a bit too... Yeah, I was going to say that would be a bit too big brain for you. Perfect. Hello there. Oh, maybe we also install this and connect that up to the power grid. That seems like a great idea. Let's get that down fast. Maybe there's a chance something could have attacked us already in any other situation that might have killed me. Who knows? You can get captured. You see, because I'm so enormous brain, I've already set him off to go and harvest up some heal root. And look at that, basically good as new, huh? This is actually cooked. This is ridiculous. I feel like with a whole army of ghouls, you would be... Return to Frankenstein. Oh, okay, well, there's one mod idea. Someone write that down. Lone doctor in a castle and capable of violent fights only with an army of ghouls. Now that is a thing of beauty right there. Connie, listen, I need you to keep that guinea pig for me. Your job is now solely going around doing hunting for us. Thank you, big man. And yes, I did realize you didn't have to put hidden power conduits under the walls, okay? They're under the walls. You can't see them. It's under the source. Oh, this is interesting. Recruit or reduce resistance only for social training, or say you want to grab them later on. Enslave or reduce will only. That is good. And then Hemogen Farm is just a toggle now. That's great. We can do both simultaneously. Ah, shit. That's great. Yeah, well, let's get you converted first with Stella. It should take all of about 5 seconds. And that thing's just like on and going then, huh? Well, that's good, because the monolith's going to wake up in a day. Clean this room, but that says clean kitchen. How... interesting. The archetype of books are novels, schematics, textbooks, and tomes. Tomes explore dark psychic powers in the void hidden under space and dreams of evil superintelligences. Good. Textbooks teach skills. That makes a lot of sense. Schematics for... Oh, reading schematics can help unlock new technologies. Not tech prints, then. I wonder if it just gives you progress towards a particular technology that isn't necessarily locked. That's kind of fun. And then novels. Purely just for a joy kind, maybe a new type of joy. Hello, how you doing? The monolith's transformation is almost complete. Do you want me to... Oh. Well, that doesn't seem good. was going to say, do you want me to do something about that? But you seem like you've got it covered. As the monolith twisted and changed, Dr. Sully was overcome with a horrifying vision. In an instant, he understood. The monolith is a doorway, just barely cracked open now. Something dark beyond imagination stirs on the other side, seeping into our reality. Terrified but excited, Dr. Sully is convinced he can learn more if given the time to study the monolith. Building category unlocked, anomaly. Research tab unlocked, anomaly. Entity codex unlocked. You can now study the monolith and other entities to gain anomaly research. I'm already sick of the word anomaly. Wow. So we'll study on and off, fair enough. I wonder if there are other things then that you can study. Right. I mean, obviously there are, but I meant like other structures that will be present on the map potentially. Entity codex. Ooh, hello there. Oh, wow. It's a Pokedex of Sin. Ghoul. Obviously, we've seen the Ghoul. Research unlocks Ghoul Infusion Enhancements Resurrection. Ghoul Resurrection. Oh, no, this is spooky. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in this. Good God. This is very, very, very similar. Not going to keep going back to, you know, what mods it's potentially inspired by. Very similar, of course, to the Cults of Cthulhu mod again, right? Room of Madness. Study a tree to get a book. The book unlocks particular types of research at a special workbench, which have a very low but slow research amount. It's very, very similar. What's this line supposed to imply? Madness lies ahead? Why is all this unknown? Boy, I can't wait to go batshit crazy by staring into the void. A blanket of gritty fog has descended on the area. The fog smells ancient somehow and stings the skin. The unnatural grayness of it invokes a sense of dread. Yes, it does. Grey Paul. A gritty fog. Does it do anything, or just is it sadness in your heart? It's a -3. I'll be honest. I think we're doing fine. And now that we are doing fine, I was just wanted to get the basic base, you know, all good and going. Oh, dear. A harbinger tree. Harbinger trees are sprouted nearby. These gnarled trees grow flesh-like coverings and can feed on corpses. Ooh, and raw meat placed nearby. If fed well, the grove will continue to grow. In the tribal myth, these trees are the emissaries of a shapeless god who rules an endless black ocean. The myth ends after the shapeless god reaches up from the water and tears down the sky. Hello, create corpse stockpile. Yes. I am all in. Now remember, we are not here to worship the entities. This isn't some sort of cult. We're not building an organization where we're dedicated to the research and study of them. I'm here to punch them. I owe them a slice of revenge for what they did to Mount Olympus, the original Mount Olympus. And my way of getting revenge is by luring them here, at which point we're going to body slam them. Ooh, hello. Maybe don't come too close. I feel like the world might be ending. Well, we might as well see what they've got for sale. What do you sell exactly? Advanced components. I'll definitely take those. Oh, of man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Sadly not. They do have... So that's how the textbooks work. You sit there, you read them, you gain experience towards a particular type of research. In this case, it's beer brewing 40 an hour. Presuming you've got it, you can just sell the book on. Let them move on with their life. Can I buy these advanced components? That'd be a nice way to skip towards... Oh, almost. Yeah. What does that give? Medical and strength? I'll be honest, pal, we've already got that covered. Just got to scrape up a few more. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. And then we've immediately got our advanced components. Boom, we can go right into... What is this book here? It's just a book about recreation. I will try and buy that too. I mean, it's my duty to look at these things anyway, I think, but that's also quite nice to have. Thank you. And that means we're not locked behind anything to get advanced fabrication. Except multi-analyzers and microelectronics and fabrication research. But other than that, we're basically there, right? Ah, hello, my friend. We need a disposable person to throw at the monolith so they can do the research. And Minyoka here seems like the right person for the job. I was about to say you've got 13 intellectual and then realized that's Stella. What have you got? It looks significantly less. Yes, that's correct. I mean, if nothing else, we just offload the construction onto you and then Sully can focus on actually doing that. The doctoring. Okay, go on then. Go on then. So... Open link quest that just keeps track of everything we've got here. So we've got to discover more entities to advance the monolith. Fair enough. Current monolith level 1. Wonder what it caps out. This seems like there's actually a huge amount of stuff. Probably 3, if I had to assume, given the levels. Well, without further ado, get to dark studying then. Oh, Stella's going to take charge. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Sully is a medical doctor. He's not a big brain doctor. Highmates studying, I mean, we know what highmates are, right? You played biotech, I assume, and again, they are from biotech. Highmates studying the darkest depths of the universe's depravity is an aesthetic I didn't know I needed. Basic 0.6. Basic 0.6. Basic what? Knowledge category basic can be studied in 2 days. Do I then spend those points on stuff Does that, like, build up in the background? Psyche ritual spot, void provocation. Oh, don't mind if I do. Bioferrite harvesting or entity containment. I feel like the safest option, of course, is entity containment. So I guess we'll go with that one. If I don't pick a research project, does it just not do anything? Oh, well, that's terribly sad. Build holding platforms or place holding platforms to contain and study captured entities. Absolutely. Do they need power? I mean, it's just a platform with a chain on it, surely. Well, there you go. Containment strength 0. Outdoors. Okay, fine. Why don't we hollow out this little mountain over here? I think that's kind of fun. The splendor of Mount Olympus will come one day, my friends. Don't panic. But for now, we just need to make sure that we're safe and healthy and not going to get ripped apart. I've had enough of that for 1 week. Is this something that's been revealed by my spooky radar? A twisted creature has appeared out of thin air. Oh. Hello. What is that? Looks a little apocryton in design, doesn't it? Oh, dear. Stella's incapable of violence. You're going to do a 360 walk away, please. I'm about to punch whatever this creature is. Wouldn't you steal one of these? Huh? Oh, Jesus. Okay. They're actually not that very scary. They're not that scary at all. Dark psychic invisibility. What is that? This creature is psychically twisting the perception of humans, animals, and machines in the vicinity as a way to seem invisible. I see. Oh, you came to the wrong base, you big bitch. New research available. Your discovery of the Sight Stealer has yielded new insights. You can now research the following anomaly projects. Proximity detector. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? Okay, entity codex. There it is. The Sight Stealer. Does it do anything? And to emit haunting screams as they gather on their terrible hunts. Called that because it's invisible? No rooms have a minimum containment strength. It will escape soon. Ah. I mean, I am in the process of working on that. Oh, I suppose drag it over there, finish the door, and then move this thing into here. And then you just hold it. You just like pick it up and hold it. What's it gonna do? Fight back? How many times have we got to teach you this lesson, old man? Capture Sight Stealer. Boom. In the mountain with you, you big bitch. Oh. Look at that. How terribly spooky. Containment strength 68. Holding Sight Stealer. Ready to study. Oh, cool. Transfer it, so we'll pick it up and move it to somewhere else, I presume. Viable. I don't have to worry about it dying or anything. Nah, it should be fine. Do we have to feed it? Maintain only. Ah, wardens will not perform special actions on this entity, but other interactions are still available. Right. Study, release, or execute. We'll just keep it on study then. I did see that there was that allow medicine, so if it was bleeding out, you'd be able to come and patch it up fast. Oh! Connie! My man, we were busy, okay? Consuming rat dead. Is he going to rejoin us? Enemy researcher of dark entities. Oh, I hope I haven't lost Connie Roleman forever. My God, look at it shake. Oh, that's horrible. Whoa. It's really well done, but I don't like that at all. That's making me terribly uncomfortable. We're going to let Connie cook for a while, and when we've recruited the new guy, that's when we'll head over, when there's two of them, and try and maybe beat it up. Give the new guy the shotgun. Boom. Look at that. What's happened to your hair? A texture issue? What's going on? Oh, I see. He's got a shaved head, but it's okay. It's probably just a bug with the portrait mod I'm using. Way more importantly, the number of bros in your colony has reached 3. Someone can become a spotter. There's only one thing I spot right now, and that's the 2 of these boys trying to take down Connie Roleman. Connie, I'm sorry I didn't feed you. Okay, actually, you know what? Let you go in first, because I'm not emotionally attached to you. You go in first. Connie, I'm sorry I didn't feed you, okay? But we were fighting a Sight Stealer or whatever they're called. Sounded kind of important. Good Lord. Those do a good amount of damage. 5.4. Oh, God. Okay. Are we actually going to be able to knock it down faster than it can heal? Might be the first question. Or maybe faster than it can... Oh! He's crawling away. That's horrible. That is gross. Have I got to put him on I've got to put him on a platform. No. He was my friend. Oh, God. Holding spot. I mean, I guess we'll just put him in the stockpile. Capture Connie. Oh, for fuck's sake, both of my people are in a real bad way as well. Look at that, just regular plain old rope tied him to the floor. Oh, well, that makes me so bad. Holding Connie requires 35. Containment strength is 28, so I presume that means he could just escape at any moment. For God's sake. Okay, hold on. We'll deal with that in a second. First things first. Let's stop everybody dying horribly. 16 medical. Oh, beautiful. There you go. Have we got time to clean the floor? I think we got time to sweep the floor. Not that it'll make a massive difference in terms of infection there. There you go. You're all good. You're fine. You're fine. Just high priority bed rest. Be so careful there, Stella. He's a hungry fella. Insufficient containment. Yep, I see that. I really, really do. There's nothing else for it, is there? The idea of making this the center point of Mount Olympus is so appealing to me. We need a lot of marble. Obviously, that's what we'll throw down the quarry for, just so that we can get some chunks a little bit quicker and so we're not wasting all day on that. For now, though, I don't think we can afford to be fussy. Let's just throw down a basic wooden box, something like that, or we can throw Connie. I'm not pleased about it, but it's the best we can do. And we also can't do anything about the holding platform either. The strength isn't going to be any different. It would just be nice to not have him break out of my stockpile, right? Ooh, is that a new harbinger tree from where I fed the other ones? I think it very much is, isn't it? Oh, look at those. I mean, I haven't got any corpses to give you for the time being, but that's very nice. Let's just keep expanding the stockpile out, I guess. Oh, God. Oh, God. Minyoka has become completely untethered from reality, ranting about the impossible. He will snap out of it in a few hours. It happened because of poor mood. Okay, well, at least we know it wasn't, like, proximity to screaming Connie Roleman. Look at that, level 14 intellectual from studying my spooky little guy. I'm sure there must be a way to get Connie back to our side, right? There's clearly a way to bring ghouls over to your side in the first place. Anyway, we probably just need a little bit more research. We're going to keep him under lock and key, but we're not going to keep him amongst all the other subjects. He's one of ours, okay? He's one of the good ones. He's a friend. He's a good man, and my God, it's Stella's husband. Was Stella's husband. I suppose still is Stella's husband, legally speaking. How about I hit you with an idea? How about we kill the Sight Stealer and we chain up Connie instead? I feel like that's the best thing I can do here. That's all I can do. That's the best thing I can offer. You can execute even though you're capable of violence. Well, isn't that very hypocritical? Oh, I'm sad about that. I don't like that, but I really don't think we have a choice. I really don't think we have a choice here. Transfer Connie over then. Come on, Connie, let's put you somewhere safe. Oh, God. Hello. Pirates. It might be the wisest thing I've ever done. Beautiful. And that's more than enough. That's more than enough, you see. All we've got to do is crack that research, and then we can keep as many people as we want hanging around. Okay, pal, you're up first. You go first. Okay, and then you follow up. Boom. You're done for. You're done for. You attacked the wrong colony, idiot. You any good? Should I be worried about them killing you? You've got artistic. Well, this didn't really matter, did it? And speaking of which, we've got 9.13 research in entity containment already. Snowball effect though, right? The more entity containment we've got, the more entities we can get. The more entities we've got, the more we can research. There it is. Perfect. Are they expensive? Because I sure as hell can't afford it. It was just 40 steel. Oh, well, that's really, really reasonable. What a great deal. Maybe I didn't have to kill the Sight Stealer, but you know what? I feel like it was a gamble that was not worth taking. It also unlocks a couple of other buildings there too. Electric inhibitor. Emits a specially tuned electromagnetic field which numbs the neural activity of captured entities. As long as it's powered, it improves the containment strength of any holding platform it's pointed at. Wonder if you can have multiple ones, or is that overthinking it a bit too much? Then we've also got shard inhibitor. We need 1 shard 15 steel. Increases the containment strength of any holding platforms within its radius. So if we put it there, for example, I wonder if it would affect both. Oh no, because it has to physically link with them. So if you have multiple in the same room, that seems really dangerous. I love it. We have all of the basics in place. I think it's time we start working on those aesthetics that I promised a little bit. That is marble, right? Yeah, thank you. I'm going to set that to chisel blocks. If we ever need resources, I'm fine with doing that. It's either that we mess around with deep drills. This isn't meant to be a super long playthrough. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Transport pod carrying a ravenous hostile ghoul has landed nearby. Seems to be out for the count, though. Hold on. Dark Psychic Shock. Grab it. Grab it. Capture. Go. Get it contained. Well, you've already built the platform. Fantastic work. Go, 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 go. Okay, beautiful. And that is another friend. Ghoul is currently in shock, but it will soon recover and attack anyone it sees. It can be studied at a platform. Perfect. There has to be a way to indoctrinate ghouls. Or in this case, re-indoctrinate ghouls, I suppose. So we'll have to find out later. Should we be feeding the spooky tree the incorporeal entities? Should we be? Probably not. Am I going to? You're goddamn right I am. You never know what sort of lifting benefits could come out of that. Super trend. Thank you all for joining me here today in Rimworld Anomaly. I'm already seeing, I think, a huge amount of potential for fantasy mods, things like that. Obviously, the kind of Pokedex style thing, I think, lends itself perfectly well to that. Any kind of magical menageries, alpha mythology, any sort of mods, a Joris mod, you can potentially build up your own Joris decks, things like that. There's a lot of potential. I think what I need to do is sit down at the end of however long this series goes on for and kind of structure my thoughts a bit. We'll have a chat about where I think this could be going later on. Always the biggest concern to me is going to be, how can I use this in mod packs? How does this fit in the last, say, 10 mod packs I've done? Bear in mind I had wizards and pirates and Gymbros I'm not sure if something like Anomaly would have worked for any of those. Wizards, sure, you could argue that, and maybe pirates, you could have had Cthulhu and creatures from the deep, but I feel like it takes away from that core experience somewhat. But hey, we'll see how it develops and how it goes before I make up my mind. And a thank you, oh dear, thank you for joining me here in Rimworld Town. Turns out it's not the only Rimworld Town around. Thinking of mid-game slog, Commander Crint, Biblically Accurate Toothpick, Taco Cat, Silent Sentinel, Geek, Jerry the Emperor, Emiria, Struggler, Jose Asola, Jai Guru, Scrungus, Dan the Hashtag Man, Shinjian, Worker of Secrets, Spaceman Joe, the Aaron W0, Necrovillain, Scaps, the Stupid, the Sexy, and the Monstrous, 2.0, Isolated Entropy, Dranmere, Chuckles, and Yatian for their support, the executive producer tiers over on Patreon. Thank you. Hope you enjoy a little anomaly here. Pure, sweet anomaly. I suppose not that pure, given it's backed up by 90 mods, but about as pure as it's ever going to get on this channel. Thank you as well to Coob, Emmy the Ewok, Merlin Kane, Ravenous Argo, Night Lucia, Uninvited Haggis, Cindercind, Jarek, Raylan Gar, Blemished Halo, Blaticus, Andrew McKinnon, Mahesvara, Nagakure, and Ashen Soul in addition. See you all tomorrow for spooky anomaly moments. Ooh.